Hi, so in this video we will cover pandas library, OS operations and glob operations. We will read a folder and then we will ignore the files. We are only interested in directories. Then we will access each of the directory in this folder and each one has a few CSVs. We will open the CSV and then concatenate them into one CSV. So now we will import OS, then import glob and import pandas as PD. So now download the data and this is the URL. I'll post it in the description as well. And we will download this zip file. Once downloaded, extract the zip file and you will get this folder AREM. I have created the Python file in this AREM folder. So the step one here is to read the contents of this folder. My folder path or data folder path is, in my case, I can either use a dot because my Python file is in the AREM folder. If your Python file is not inside that folder, you can use the absolute path of the folder. Now, currently, if we want to see the items in this folder, so it could be file or directory in os.list directory, which is the data folder path. Now, if we say print file or directory and we run this, it is printing the folder names, the PDF, the Python file, but we are only interested in directories in the AREM folder because the CSV files are inside those directories. So we will say if os.path.is directory, then directory equal to file or directory, meaning up till here it's either file or directory, but now we have added a filter so we know for sure that it is a directory. So now we have to access the files inside this directory, and we know that this directory or all of these directories have CSV files only. So we can say for CSV file in glob.glob, the directory, we go inside the directory and then we look for star.csv. Now if we print this here, the CSV file, it should print the directory we are in and then the file inside the directory. So you can see over here. Now we want to open the CSV. So we know that we want to open this file. The separator here is a comma. We know that because we can inspect it. So you can see it's a comma. There is no header as such. It's all comments here. So header is none. We will have to skip 5 rows because they're just comments. So skip rows equal to 5. Let's run this. Guys, it failed on reading cycling dataset 14 CSV. Line number 485. Okay, because of this comma. So now it assumes there should be data here. So let's see how many columns are there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 columns. Now because of this comma, it is assuming that this line has 8 columns. See, expected 7 fields, but it saw 8. So let's define the columns. So we can give it 7 columns and we can give it any name. So we can just say columns equal to, so now I'll just call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names. So column underscore names. You can say names equal to column underscore names. Let's see. Okay, no error. So now we want to write the CSV, and the file is this, and the directory, the current directory is this. So what we can do is we can say we want to concatenate to file. We said we will use the directory name underscore concatenated.csv. So we can say read the CSV and put it in a data frame. And we can say data frame dot to CSV. We want to write it to this one. Don't add indexes because pandas will add an index to the data. We'll use encoding of type UTF-8. Now because we want to read and append, so the mode will be append. So if the file does not exist, it will create it and then it will keep on adding to it as we loop through the directory. So it will start from here and then it will keep on adding all of this to the concatenated.csv. So now let's run this. Okay, it passes. Let's see the output. Okay, so we have the output here and it has 3000 rows. So now let's run this again and reload this file. You'll see the problem is if I run the program again, it is appending all the data again to this file. So before this for loop, we should check if concatenate to file exists, then remove it. If os.path.isfile, if this is a file, then os.remove that file. But now what will happen is if the file exists, it will be removed and then the data will be added to it. So no matter how many times we run the program, this will stay the same because it will delete this file and recreate it. So we do it again, come back, reload, the number of rows are still the same. Hope this helped. Thank you for watching.